All right, it's Saturday, February 7th. It's my morning call to the Infowars Whistleblower Hotline. 1-512-291-5750.
Thank you for calling the offices of Alex Jones Productions, Infowars.com, and PrisonPlanet.tv. To place or check on the status of an order from the Infowars shop, please press 1. If you have questions or comments about your PrisonPlanet.tv subscription, please press 2. To leave a message regarding a news tip, press 3. You have reached the Infowars news tip line. Please leave your tip. If you'd like, leave your name and contact number or email. Due to high volume of information, we may not be able to respond to all tips. Thank you.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Hey, Infowars Whistleblower Hotline. This is Rudy Davis. My phone number is 972. My email address is ruddavis@yahoo.com. I ain't going to stop calling until Alex Jones picks up this story. We only got a few days before Dr. Ken Hovind's trial, which is on March the 2nd. I'm going to call you every single morning. You guys are missing out on the biggest story going on in America. We have an innocent Christian man in prison for the last 8 years. They're trying to put him away for the rest of his life. You should have heard the satanic speech by Judge Margaret Casey Rogers, who's also involved where 60 congressmen had to come out and get on her case for trying to put an injunction with threatening jail time for 2 school officials who prayed over their food. Okay, you really got to listen to her speech before she sentenced Ken Hovind to jail for 10 years. It's one of the most satanic speeches you've ever heard in your life. And then you have a corrupt IRS agent, Scott Schneider, who's about as corrupt as you can possibly get. And then the judge referred to Ken Hovind's crimes as worse than rape. And then she somehow, that was edited from the trial transcripts. It took 16 months to get the trial transcripts back to Ken Hovind after the trial. And then we have around 8 affidavits of people who say that her words during that transcript said that Kent's crimes were worse than rape or words to that effect. You guys are really, really missing out here. We got Pastor Eric Philpott, who's an ex-military man, who said from the pulpit, if you say Kent is guilty of tax evasion, that is a lie from the pit of hell. I got Pastor Stefan Broden, who's been on the Glenn Beck show multiple times, has been an outspoken person in the pro-life movement, who made a strong statement in behalf of Dr. Ken Hovind. You got Pastor Wiley Drake, who's out visiting Ken Hovind, traveled all the way from California to Milton, Florida, and is visiting Ken Hovind in his jail. You got Pastor James David Manning, who's done 2 live jailhouse interviews in discussing Ken Hovind's case and is very supportive of Ken Hovind. You guys need to do a live jailhouse interview on the Infowars radio show. You got Dr. Greg Dixon, who's a pastor, been faithful to the Lord Jesus Christ, who's in strong support of Dr. Ken Hovind, who has his own story where the government came in and bulldozed down his church. You got Coach Dave Daubenmire, who lost his job because he said a prayer for his football team before the game. You got George Lujak with the Calgary Nation, who wrote an article that'll blow your socks off that's in support of Dr. Ken Hovind. You got Dan Badandi, your own Infowars reporter.
Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
I didn't even get halfway through the list, folks. All right, well, I'm going to do it every single morning until this trial comes up. And if they want to show themselves as continuing to ignore Dr. Ken Hovind, let it be recorded that they ignored Ken Hovind all the way up until his trial. And if they don't say nothing about it, well, shame on them. Shame on you, Alex.